Octopath, yeah, that's the game we play. Very cool. Put this here. Change the thing here. Octopath Traveler 2. And then close this thing. Okay. I'm just ready to go, so let's do just that. I'm gonna start with Throne. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. So, Octopath Traveler 2. Great game. Everybody should get this. Even if you... Well, maybe I should play one first so you can appreciate all the changes. Maybe. Alright, we start with Throne here, because Throne is a pretty cool character. She is the thief character of all the 8. And we do that because her chapter 1 is quite quick. It is pretty central in the... or on the map. Come on, don't do this to me again. Please. Thank you. So this encounter, I don't know what the rate is, but it happens every now and then and it's annoying. Yeah, Throne is cool. The category we are currently playing is all divine weapons, which, as the name might imply, means that we have to collect all the divine weapons. It is an unofficial category, and I think there's only 3 people who have currently done a run of this. It's a fun category in my opinion. It's like short and sweet. That was the wrong character I'm with. Okay, I think we got the range, so everything's fine. Yeah, so let's get back to Throne here. I'm gonna do her chapter 1 so we can move on with our lives. Doing some errands here until we finally get our mission to get out of town. The start I do here is a little bit different than what most routes do when you start with Throne. I need to pick up some extra resources because I am very poor in the early game. As Throne is the thief character, her skill outside of combat is to steal things. Wow. Which is very useful. We do get this by the unerring earring, so we can make that into an invention. This... I'll get the pomace as well. This does not actually belong here, but it's fine. Extra resources are nice. Okay, and here is the awkward part of this route, or this early routing. I need to pick up this money chest, which means that I will... I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed. I will get a second encounter here, which will lose me time and brain cells. I also have to go and get this just here. This is more for consistency, I guess. I could just buy a stone or steal one later, but by picking up that chest I can Save 1 stone for later, please don't kill me, thank you. This is the damage, I will have to heal. And then... Okay, I will take a safety save here. I should not be dying, but in case I mess up, I will have a backup save. For the first 3 turns, we are going to make use of our Night buff, which increases our elemental attack. So we will be using magic for these first 3 turns. Then we switch to sword and break. Some soul stones. Soul stones are effectively elemental flat damage items, which are real nice. And there we use Turney's latent power, which allows her to take 2 actions in a row. Which is kind of game breaking with how useful it is. And now, since we are done with chapter 1, we get to move on to everybody's favorite part of every speedrun of Octopath Traveler 2, which is getting Oswald. But first we will tag a couple places, so we can teleport there later, as there is fast travel in this game. On this screen I will walk, in hopes that I won't get an encounter, as walking advances your step counter slower. And the random encounters are step count based. We can't see the number, but it's a random number with some max and minimum amount. Continuing along, there we tagged the harbor. Now we're gonna tag the abandoned village, where we will be teleporting a couple times. Now I'll walk past the black market, once again in the hopes that we don't get an encounter. We don't, excellent. I will continue to walk, for the same reason. Encounters are slow, especially when you can just get stuck on them. We get unlucky. 2 enemies is unfortunate, but we get away, because we are very good. And I walked past Oswald. Poor guy. Poor guy. Now we rob this guy one final time. We've done this in every Octopath Traveler speedrun today. The final Octopath run we don't do this. And it's the first time we missed the range. So I guess it makes perfect sense. Definitely, yep. Get the money and back to abandoned village. Next up, we are going to do what? We're going to grab this thing. Okay. There we go. We sell all our gold items, except... we got the gold watch for some reason. We buy fire, we buy thunder, we buy 1 fire, we buy 1 ice, and 5 light. And now we go to the waterway. We find a bird, we bonk bird on the beak, and we run away. That was decently fast. Here I'm going to pick up the wriggling root. We will sell that later for money. That's the wrong song. Kill the lizards with ice. And I will walk a little bit here because usually you get a little bit deeper into the sewers here. There we go. And now we go. We'll be making our way to Triple Hapu, as we need this for later, as a fast travel point. Going to pick up this Slumber Sage, as we need that later to put a certain NPC to sleep. I will break it. Dun, 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 dun. Careful here, because we have the wriggling root at the bottom. I did not miss it this time, which is very epic. This will give us enough job points to learn a bunch of skills. We will learn Surprise Attack and Armor Crossbow, as well as Lightning Bolt and Analyze. Then we'll learn Incidental Attack and Evasive Maneuvers, and that's it for this section, I believe. And now we go back to New Delta Harbor and fly over to... fly? No, we boat over to the other continent. Bum, 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 bum. And we make our way to Oars Rush. You're not weak at that. You learn new things every day. Surely you can break an egg with a staff. That just makes sense. Bird is weak to dagger. We are slightly higher level, so we should just be able to flee from these encounters, but I like the consistency of breaking. Breaking the enemies and then fleeing. Here I'll do a mix of running and walking, in the hopes that I won't get an encounter. You could just walk the whole way, but running is obviously faster. And this is a slight change that I made to the route recently. Previously I would visit this place a bunch of times, but now I just look at... Now I just go here right away. I was supposed to buy a fire S. Oops! I'm gonna go back and get it. Give it to me. I said give it to me. There we go. I'm not sure why I need the fire S, but I guess we have it now. Then we're gonna sell Herb of Serenity. Yes, and the wriggling root. In there. That's the wrong thing. Daytime! And buy the pickaxe. And we fly to Beijing Bay. Get the white powder and head to Kennelbrine. Talk to Casti. We're gonna buy a current earring, which we'll use to make an invention later. And talk to this guy to finish a side quest. And now we make our way to the place known as Conan Creek, everybody's favorite Pokemon. Screw you guys. I don't think we get a second encounter. We shouldn't. Running around at the speed of sound. Got scorpions to kill. Gotta collect all the weapons or something. Scorpions die to a light M. Bye. Yeah, bad kids get bitter medicine or something. Okay, don't start the chapter here. You're gonna steal some stuff. Those for money. We will sell those and become rich. Then we get that one, a Windell, a big soulstone. And now we apparently kill this encounter with something. Fire. Fire. Firestone. Burn. That's the wrong. Ah! Bro. This is terrible. Please. I misclicked. I pressed analyze. I didn't mean to press analyze. No. That's a time loss. The idea there was to give Particio some LP. Obviously only the rat broke to the fire damage, as the birds are weak to ice, not fire. And then I forgot that Oswald has analyze at the bottom of his skill menu, and that one obviously does no damage. So yeah, that was very cool. Donate, red help. Okay, step ahead, and you are without. Nice. Next we make our way to our first our first rusty weapon, which we will turn into a divine weapon later. Do I pick up the money? I do pick up the money. Money, money, money. We're gonna blast this encounter with some catapult, asphalt damage. And we will not use Analyze this time. I think that would be a great idea. Let's see, oh, sure. Catapult! And you are weak to lightning, I believe? Oh, I forgot to switch to English voices. I will switch to English for Western continent. As much as I like Agnia's Japanese voice, I will do it for the people. Here we check a fire M stone. And then we enter the abyss. That is this waterfall cave. If we get really unlucky, we could die. If we don't get unlucky, we probably don't die. There we go. We don't die today. Let's go. There's a Windell here. I will take a backup olive here because I have been very unlucky in the past. I like to route safety olives, so you know you have plenty of revives when you need them. Alright, next up we are heading to Winterbloom, where we will get the rusty sword. Mainly walked on that first screen because it allows us to skip the encounter. Here we just get an encounter. I wanna see if we can kill this. Yeah, we can. Party sure gets full LP, which is nice. As long as he doesn't die, we'll be fine. Because there is one boss fight where optimally, or ideally, he would have his LP ready. But obviously we can't really guarantee that he will stay alive that long. Ora ora! Then we just go straight through. I could have switched to day and night there instead. Wait, no, we're supposed to talk to you. You're quest NPC. We have your item. Crack read time. Kinda wanna kill these guys too. Let's see. Yeah. Out of my way. Next up we head to Crack Ridge. Well, not Crack Ridge, but Gravel. And Crack Ridge is along the way. We also need to get the merchant license. Bonk, bonk. Then we continue. Getting some money here along the way. We need all the money. If I can, I will save here. We make it to it. Excellent. Switching tonight for safety reasons, in case we get surprised. Turn order is good if we can live. We do live. How do I do this? How do I do this? Oh yeah, I just break the armadillo is how I do this and chuck a stone. I didn't even need to use LP. Okay, I trolled a little bit there. I wasn't looking at my turn order. Turn I could have just done a normal break, because Oswald was after the armadillo, which we broke. But I was not paying attention. I was too spooked by the fact that I get surprised. We're gonna mug this merchant to reset our step counter, so we don't get another one. Another encounter, that is. And then we menu. Who goes first? I think you go first. 2 skills and our help. 1, 2, 3. You. 1, 2, 3. And you go merchant. Then we go to skills. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is very finicky. 1, 2. No, wait, no. Here. Then boost start, and then done. Okay. Do I save here? I guess I could. In case we get unlucky. What's the play here? Let's do this. Oh, you don't die? Alright, because we don't have Temenos. Of course. I was supposed to use Ruffians. Okay, I'm a little silly, it's fine. Okay, just because of that, I'm gonna play this risky. I will take the money before going to Gravel. And everything's gonna be fine. I think you can just run this whole way, but honestly, I don't wanna play it that risky. Okay, time to steal a pearl. So now that we are in Tropohopu, come on, give it to me. There you go. I actually don't need that, but I wanted it, so I took it. I don't need you. You have a monocle that sells for a nice amount. So, the reason we are in Tropohopu is because this is where we get the boat. We need the boat to get more rusty weapons. And there's also some nice money here, some side quests that we can do. But yeah, we should be fine on money, I think. No, daytime, now we can switch to night. Because we sell everything until we are empty. How much? And a little more. I'm gonna sell. What to sell? Plum basket. Okay, we're good. Why was I short money? I don't know. Either way, we have the money, so everything's fine. I don't have the Thunder M anymore, so I will have to be a little careful. And now we have a boat. Let's see what color. Let's do red. Octopus. Okay, Partition has full LP, so I'm gonna go here straight away. I will get this money. Now it's time for a Shipwreck Shit Show, everybody's favorite variety program. I'll switch to night here already. Double bird king. That's the one. Ruffian Guard, Thunder L. Cool. Thunder L. Ruffians. And Guard Street. Excellent. And here we have the Rusty Dagger. Now we'll do a small visit here. We're going to go diving for some treasure. Treasure? There we go. Now we turn some of those rusty weapons into divine ones. And then we do some menuing. I did a slight change to this recently. Let's say we do this. Support skills, peak performance, dun, and dun. Now everybody's support skill slots are filled. Meaning our menuing will be a little bit more smooth later down the line. Sell some items so we get more money. I have a little less than I should have. Somehow. It's probably fine. And drop up again. Right, because we need to go mammoth hunting. We don't need to switch to night here. As long as we use ice, everything's fine. Yes. The rusty weapons that we transformed into divine ones were the dagger, the sword, and the staff. So now Oswald can actually do a lot of damage with magic, which I like. We can clear pretty much all the random encounters with him now, or at least the medium difficulty area ones. The dagger doesn't do anything for us anymore, but there was a point when I did use it for something. But I opted it out. And what else? The sword is currently on Throne, and I'm not supposed to switch tonight. It is on Throne, and Throne will actually use it for damage. And before I forget, I will put step ahead back on everybody. Step ahead, step ahead, step ahead. I'm gonna do a safety save here. Because if you get unlucky here and get 2 encounters, you might just be done so. We get really far though. Interestingly enough. We got surprised though, so we might be dead. Yeah, I'll just wipe this one. Way too many people dead, and way too many enemy turns. But that just means we get to go further this time, without getting our first encounter. Just use beastlings, since we have the money. Or we should have the money. I should not need to walk here. Alright, our first boss, which is the most sort of the strongest boss of this category. You're going to set a crit scope. Throne will set up corrosive. Oswald will defend. We're gonna break with beastlings and cast his axe. He's gonna use beastlings as well. Throne will use surprise attack here. And this part issue has LP. We will use that and use beastlings one more time. And there goes the mammoth. Now we head to the desert. I will take off, step ahead once again from everyone but Oswald, so he can study in peace. Is what my notes say. I'll just walk this so we don't get the encounter. The encounter is not deadly or anything, but yeah, it's a preference thing. If I can skip an encounter by walking, I generally do. These encounters are weak to fire, so Oswald will just be able to melt them without switching to night. And we continue making our way to the sandworm's domain. The enemy isn't actually called sandworm. I just call it that because it's a worm who lives in sand. So it's a sandworm. It only makes sense. Ah. Surprise my foe! We can just flee from that. Put step aheads back on. I guess I'll do a save, so if I somehow lose, I won't have to go back to outside the cave. There's a slight chance you get an encounter there. I haven't had it happen in a while, but it is a possible thingy. You defend, you corrosive. And what? You do this, you defend. This as well. You do bastlings, we count crits. Okay, I counted 2 non-crits, so there we go. The idea with this fight is that Throne will make up for the non-crits with her sword attacks. And then we go to Orse Rush and make our way to Timberrain. For our final weapon, the Rusty Spear. Dun, dun, dun. I could have taken off step ahead, but honestly... Yeah, let's do it actually. It is useful to take it off because Oswald can do everything here. Because he is also a merchant. He's our solo monster exterminator. And this way we can leave it on, or leave the support skills like this. Okay, and then we use our remaining money for this. I'm 500 money over. That's actually so precise, hold on. Ooh, I almost was short of money because I skipped that one encounter outside the Sandworm's cave. That would have been funny if I was short. You can still kill that encounter without having 15k for beasts. You could use ruffians and guards. But I wasn't really looking at the turn order. I'm sure we could have used guards and guards twice, depending on what the money was. So guards 3 or guards 4. Yeah, I could have defended to get guards 4 and then do that again. Actually, I'll leave this knight because I like the Gravel Knight theme. Now we have all the weapons. Nice! 4130, not bad. That is not a bad time at all. Oh, man. I'm gonna be so dead at the end of the Pokemon run, holy shit.